Martinis and mortgages with Shelle Page. Sip, learn, make friends on life's new stage. Your MN mortgage lady lights the way with tips and laughs on every play.
Hello, I'm Shelle Page, and this is the second episode of Mortgages and Martinis, and I'm welcoming my guest, Liz Foltynski, another amazing realtor with Ashworth Real Estate.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Guess what we're talking about today?
Real estate?
Yeah. Officially, we're going to be talking about the realtor-lender power couple, deals, drama, deadlines, all the stuff that we go through as a team.
Okay.
The pros, the cons, the good, the bad, the ugly.
All of it.
You ready to talk about it?
Yep. Let's go.
Okay, well, let's start by you introducing yourself to our audience. Tell a little bit about yourself. I'm going to shake up this martini. We are doing an espresso martini because I know you like coffee.
Love coffee.
Liz is an old soul. She does some pour over situation. Is that what it is?
I do use a pour over, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think our grandmas
It's the
all
best
did
coffee.
too. Yeah, in the world. Perfect. So tell everybody who you are, how long you've been doing real estate. I'm going to shake these drinks up and hopefully not be too loud.
Okay. Well, as Shelle said, my name is Liz Foltynski. And shake it up.
Let's go.
And I'm with Ashworth Real Estate. And I've been with them for a couple of years now. And I've been in real estate for, 25 years this June. So pretty much my entire adult life.
That's a long time.
It is a long time. I sell real estate primarily in the North Metro, but I do work all over the Twin Cities. And my focus is usually with hero groups. So as you know, we work together a lot with Homes for Heroes. And I would say probably 50 to 75% of our business is hero clients.
Sure.
Together.
And real quickly, can you name the hero groups?
The hero
for us?
groups, yes.
Yep.
The main hero groups are police, fire, military, active, and retired, medical professionals, teachers, and pretty much any first responder or someone who serves others.
Or employed by all of those folks.
Yeah.
I know how many people who have been in custodial care or
They all count.
they all do.
Going to your kids' schools, it's not just the teachers who are connecting with our children. It's the lunch staff, the custodians. They all play a big part.
Exactly.
So, yeah, they're all heroes to me.
So we'll link that below in the comments for you, and you'll have some information. So here we are going to talk about the realtor-lender power couple.
All right.
So in your opinion as a realtor, why is it so important for a lender and a realtor to work together? Now, aside from keeping each other sane in a crazy world, but how do we work together? Just a few things,
Sure.
some highlights.
Well, we have a system. So Shelle and I have been working together for about 11 years or so, and we have a good system together. We know who calls who at what point. I'll throw out an example if that helps.
Mm-hmm.
So we worked together through the rush where we had multiple offers on every house. Sometimes offers would have 5 offers, sometimes 15. I mean, we've seen crazy offers. We've won some of those in multiple offers, and part of it, I would say, is because of our relationship together. It made the seller and the listing agent comfortable in our competence, right? So when we gel together, we're not the only ones who feel it. Everyone around us feels it. We have a great team. You have a great team. I have a great team. And then the other contractors that we bring in are a part of our team too. So I think it's really important because our communication styles work together. We know what to expect from each other. We know who picks up what part of the transaction and when we should step back.
Yeah.
We kind of just, like any relationship, we know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and we fill in the gaps for each other.
Exactly. And I would only add to that during especially multiple offers, really competitive homes that are listed is between the two of us, we have so much experience that we probably know the listing agent.
Probably. Or someone who knows a listing agent, or someone from our companies, or someone we've worked with in the past.
Yeah. So I think that is a plus. Also, we both know how to talk the language. There is confidentiality in between the loan credit and parameters and all of that, but we can communicate to know that this one has an anniversary date. This is why we're going FHA. Just some things to really empower that offer to make it to be the best that it can be. be. So when you do it over and over, this is the thing I hear most from especially new agents, but even some seasoned agents where they're like, well, my company told me I had to give 3 and I had to just give them the cards. And it's like, yeah, you can give resources, but you can also say, based on your purchase, what I
Right.
know about you, this lender might fit really well with you, or there's this lender. And there's a really easy way to say it. It doesn't have to be so mechanical. So,
Yeah.
you know.
And I mean, when you're a full-time realtor,
Mhm.
you need to look, no offense, because you are more than a tool, because you are human.
Yeah.
And you're my friend.
Yeah.
But it's tools in your toolbox, right? And you have to have the right tools for the right job. And knowing your loan officer is important because you'll know if it's going to fit that client's needs too, just like you
Sure.
said. So,
Yeah, agreed. And I think that just tells us how it makes it go smoother. So we've got that. We don't have to go over that. What are some of the things we do behind the scenes that clients don't know? Just a couple things. I'll start
All
just because
kinds
I have a
of
couple
things.
right here. So sometimes I am the dream maker as a lender, and I'm also the dream crasher. Because they'll come and tell me, yeah, it's listed for X amount of dollars, but I'm going to go in at whatever. We are not in that market in most cases.
no, we're not.
And we need to set people up for success. So that's one thing is I will be the reality police checker for my agents. I will also not extend that person so far that they don't have any negotiation. So I let you know this is as far as we're going to go.
Yep.
We are stretching it. We cannot go any further. So sometimes it's just bridging the gap of reality and the dreams that our buyers
Yeah.
sometimes, but more so now, I've noticed you aren't getting a $500,000 house for a $1,500 payment.
No.
I know, isn't it so surprising with
That
no
doesn't
money
exist
down?
anymore.
Right. So
Right.
I think us having the conversations of like, this is what the expectations are. One thing Liz does really, really well is if she has a borrower who's like, look, she didn't work with this other lender because this person didn't call her back, didn't work on Saturdays, and whatever it is, she gives me a leg up so I know what's really important. Or
Yeah.
here's somebody who doesn't want to talk to you. Just text her. That's, we have those too.
That's part of knowing your client and making sure you're asking these questions in the beginning of your relationship with your client so you can make sure that they're paired up with the right person or have the right needs. Because
Right.
Shelle and I do get a lot of people who have been heartbroken by other realtors and loan officers. And sometimes it's not even anyone's fault. It's just a mismatch of personalities.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
knowing that is important.
I think that's good. I did pour the martinis. So I'd like to do a
yeah.
quick little cheers
Okay.
with you. Here's to you. Here's to me. Best friends will always be if we ever disagree. You, here's to me.
All right. Cheersies.
I haven't tasted this ahead of time, though. That's a
Good
good
job.
espresso martini,
That's
isn't
very
it?
good. Zoom, zoom.
Again, I do private classes after these podcasts. All right, we're going to get right back into these questions. Okay.
Okay.
Then take a drink.
Yeah. It was very good. Delicious.
So you like the martini?
I do like the martini.
It is really good. Actually, I'm really surprised because I used like leftover materials at home.
Thanks for letting me know.
Easy. Anywho, okay, so let's go over here. I want to quickly, before we move on and talk about some of our moments that we've had together, which we've had some good times. You know what, though? Let's be honest. This business sucks sometimes, and we have the highs and lows with each other, personally, professionally, and we've had to dip in and out of those times. And I think the best part of having a long-term relationship in real estate is knowing it's not all going to be amazing. And so we have those moments. And so especially when we come back together and we do things like this, or we do the golf tournaments that we do, and that'll talk about our community outreach. It's just, gosh, have some fun.
You have to have fun because if you're not having fun,
We hate boring people. I hate to say that. I hate to use the word hate. But if you're not fun, you're probably not my friend.
that's like one of our main goals.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
we can get the job done. That's never the issue.
Yeah.
We just need to do it in a fun way.
Yeah, I wish I would have brought my tiny hands, but that'll be another podcast another time. Okay, so let's talk about this really quick. I want to talk about the community engagement, a little bit about that, what we do just for our give back and our outreach
sure.
through galas, drop-offs, whatever. Take a
We
couple
do
minutes
so
and
much.
share. Yeah, just share that. And what do we do over, like kind of large
Consistently and what's big, what's not.
and
Yeah.
what does it do for our relationship and our business?
Okay. So, well, first of all, Homes for Heroes is such a huge part of our relationship and our business together.
That's how we met.
That's
Homes
how
for
we
Heroes.
met. Yeah.
Ruth, Vicky,
Helen, thank you guys.
Heather,
It's
Seth.
that's how we met. So Shelle had a list of realtors that was provided by Homes for Heroes, and
they didn't call me back.
ooh, tisk tisk.
So I stalked this one over here.
I called back.
She was my little sister from another mister.
I walked into the bank that you worked at the time, and it was instant. And we haven't looked back.
Yep.
So since then, what we started off doing was just getting a list together of heroes that we knew in the community. My background with heroes was a little different because I'm in the hero community with my husband being a firefighter. So we started off by visiting our hero locations that we knew people in
Police and fire, schools,
and I think
hospitals, clinics.
Yeah,
We did all that. Yep.
So we started with just drop-offs and getting to know
Treats.
getting to know our heroes on a little bit different level, maybe not necessarily just in real estate, getting to know them as people, because I think sometimes people do forget that they're people too, and they have lives outside of their jobs. So,
well, and I think for as long as I've been in this 30-some years, I still have friends and family that say, "Can you show me a house? I'm a mortgage lady." She's a realtor. Just remember that.
Yeah, I don't do the money. So you can ask me the questions. I have an idea, but I always refer to you because you're the expert on the money.
So then we go into all those places, we drop our stuff off, and we just build those relationships. And that's when people know that they can trust us when they need us.
Yes, and they don't just call for real estate needs either. They call for volunteers. So we do a lot of volunteering in our community. We volunteered for several different organizations over the years, from Brooklyn Park Fire, Brooklyn Park Police, Frontline Foundation, Firefighters for Healing. I mean, we've gone
a lot.
We've gone all over the place and served meals, sold raffle tickets. We've done a lot.
Yeah.
And it's been really fun. That's actually so fun.
So keep us in mind if you're at any of those hero locations and you want us to drop off free stuff. It's kind of a nice benefit.
Yep.
Well, thanks for sharing that with me. I'm going to move over here now, and we're going to talk a little bit about, I think we already talked about this a little bit, but the partnership. When you have a partnership like this, one thing that I've always tried to do is I've tried to introduce my favorite agents, which I used to call it my core four. And I would say I probably have, 10 that I really, really like, really great agents. I mean, there's more. So if you're thinking if you're on that list, call me and I'll tell you. If you haven't called me in a long time, you're probably not on that list, but I'd love to get you back on the list. But I make sure you guys all know each other because there's different realtors for different situations. And something really cool about that is now they're all working together. There's 3 of you guys who are all at the same place.
Yes.
And it's like-minded people are coming to do good things for their clients. And so transparency has always been huge for me. At the same time, we got to work on this year because, as some people know, my daughter went into the business. There's 2 deals that she got that I would normally give to you. So my job as a lender is I got to give back to Liz because this isn't a one-way street here. And I think a lot of people think that why would my mortgage lady or my mortgage person ever give me deals? That's my job, is to give you referrals as well.
It should go both ways.
Yes.
And I have ended business relationships with other lenders because it was just a take.
Just gimme.
Right.
And so we work really hard to do that. And there's always room for more business for all of us. So
that's the thing I do like about our relationship and how I like to run my business is that there's enough business for everybody. I'm only in competition with myself. So in my brokerage, for instance, I share my ideas freely, and I am always available for a phone call from another agent.
Which gets us both into trouble because we give way too much away.
We do, but it makes my job more enjoyable, and I know that the clients appreciate it. So
okay, so this is the tough question for you.
Okay,
and then we're going to do my usual martini minute. That's where I ask a question, which is on my other form. So I'm going to get that while I ask you. I'd like you to tell our audience what are some of the favorite things about Shelle Page that you like. It can be personal, it can be business, it can be civic engagement. You take a minute to think about that and share that while I get my notes down here. Okay. And I want to point this out. Every month, we're going to get bigger and bigger here.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure.
All right. And if you'd like to be a guest, reach out to us later. But go ahead and say some things.
My favorite things about Shelle. Okay. So Shelle is super thoughtful, first of all. She will make sure that she doesn't forget the important things that are important to you. And that's really cool. I've always liked that.
Pour over coffee?
Pour over coffee. Or just anything simple, like even Christmas or your birthday or a special day. Shelle's always been very good friend outside of business. And we always have so much fun together. We don't even have to have anything planned.
Right?
We're silly.
We could do this for 4 hours,
We
but we're going
really
to try and
could.
cut it all down to 17 minutes.
We could do anything. We will sing and dance in inappropriate times and places, and that's funny. I have a video, one of my favorite videos of all time of Shelle, is when we're in Chicago.
Yeah,
we were in Chicago for a Homes for Heroes conference, and we were going to go on these boat rides, but it was raining and it got canceled, and we walk in. What building was that we walked into?
It was the Shed Aquarium, I think.
All I know is
Over by Navy Pier.
There's this camera.
Oh, yeah.
And you got into the screen. It was like a green screen, and you stood there, and then it would like put a hat on you or whatever. And Shelle's dancing, and these hats keep appearing on her. I had tears running down my face. It was so funny. It popped up in my memories not too long ago.
I was so mad. It was one of those cigar boats, but it was like 50-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah.
And we were so
Sleet.
ready to
It was
go.
like
And they're
sleet.
like, no. That was fun. That was our first trip, though, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
For Homes for Heroes.
Yeah. So that's just one of my favorite core memories. That was so funny.
That is fun. I'll see if I can attach some videos to this when we put it on our socials.
But we really do. Obviously, our goal is to sell real estate and get you financed and into your new home. But our goal is also to have a good time, and everyone around us knows it.
Yeah.
So
Agreed. Okay. Martini Minute.
ooh,
So if you were talking to a group of would-be potential realtors, mortgage lenders, or current people, what's your recommendation for what's most important to you in a teamwork for your lender partner as a realtor?
that's a good question.
That was a long way of saying what's important to you and what should other people be thinking about.
So if I were looking for a lender, things that are important to me is a communication style and open to all types of communication style. I need someone who's available to text, call, email, and works when I work. Because a lot of times, and I just had a client recently ask me, well, how do I choose between this bank and this bank? I said, which one are you going to be able to call on a Saturday afternoon and get an updated pre-approval letter, or make sure you qualify for the payment before you write your letter or your offer in multiple offers? Which loan officer is going to be available to call and follow up on your offer?
And that's when it matters.
It's when it matters. So that's one of the big things for me is communication and working when I work. Also, programs. We want to have all the programs available to us. We want to have decent rates. All these things are really important. But I think the relationship and how you work with each other is so important, because your clients will feel the stress if you guys are stressed. So we need to balance each other out, and they feel the balance and the calm.
Exactly.
So that's important to me.
Well said.
Thanks.
Well, thanks for coming to my podcast. I appreciate
fun.
it. So if you want to be a guest on one of our future episodes, let me know. Although we have the next 8 planned out, so I think they're pretty good. You have one more episode that I'm going to be begging you to come in and do.
Great. Okay.
So if you do need a really good realtor, we have one right here. I'll put her contact information as well.
Thank
and
you.
I just want to thank you. So one more cheers
Okay.
for Espresso Martini.
Cheersies.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.